Hello Linux lovers, it's me again. I'm going to try and do something I don't know how to do. So let's see how that goes on. The goal is to try and make a snap of the Yaru GTK theme. Because we need one of those. So let's see if we can pull it off. I've just sent out a tweet. I'm going to share that with some friends of mine. And then we'll get stuck in. I've got a little bit of reference material, but don't actually fully know all the steps involved. So let's see how we get on. Oh, crikey, Yannick Murray. I'm used to sitting here chatting to myself for quite a few minutes before anyone turns up. That's impressive. Were you already here? Hello. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll push the chat button. There we go. Now we can see. There we go. I'm not talking to myself. Yannick is here. Hello. Well, I didn't announce it so much as moot the idea in the Discord. So yeah, if you're not a member of our Discord, why don't you come and join our Discord. And if you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, this was originally streamed live on Twitch. So wimpysworld.io/Twitch to get to the channel. Come and give us a follow if you're interested in Linux hackery and nerdery and playing games on Linux. That's what we do here. I lead the Ubuntu Mate project as a passion project. And a group of us also play games here at the weekends. So if you like a bit of Linux in your life, come and join us. Right, okay, so I've done that Tweety McTweet thing. Let's move some views around. So I've got a couple of bits of reference material. I've not done this really. I added a theme to the common themes once, but of course all the hard work had been done for me by somebody else. It's a bit loud, is it? Okay, well we can work on that. Let's I tell you what, let's do this. Let's do it this way. So it was too quiet last night and I figured out why. So let's knock it down to 30%, which is usually where I have it. Hello Condulo, welcome back. Hello our podcast, welcome back. How you doing? Right then, let me know how the music volume is. Yeah, so I had the monitors turned way down apparently yesterday. I don't even know how that happened. I'll Lennart. So music is perfect now. Okay, that's good. I'll modify the Stream Deck for the entry level to be 30% in the future. Last night I was having to play it at 75% to be barely audible because the monitors were all screwy. Right then, so it's some EDM this evening, a little bit more upbeat, starting a little bit early. I thought I'd thank you very much for the follow, J Raven. That's a name I've not seen here before. So how did you find us? Are you a fully signed up Linux nerd, or were you just perusing through development-y stuff? I will get into the development-y stuff in a moment. I'm just easing myself in. You know, I'm psyching myself up for failure. I'm either going to be successful, I say me, we are either going to be successful, or I will just cry into my beer and give up. It's somewhere between those two things. Right then, well, let's bring up the hey musical coder, welcome. Let's do the alternate. I like being up here looking down upon my stuff. So the first thing I have done, because I've heard that there's this thing called stream sniping, I've registered the name of the snap that I'm about to make in the store already. So the name of my snap is going to be GTK-theme-Yaru MATE. And this is as much as I know. So when I used to work at Canonical, I spoke to people that know about this stuff, and they said, ah, yeah, this is the naming convention you want for your GTK themes. So that's as much as I know. But in here, I have an empty directory, nothing whatsoever. So let's scaffold the absolute basics. So there we go. So now if I look in there, we've now just created the templated snapcraft YAML. So literally square one stuff. Now, I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I have seen other people have made snaps of GTK themes. And I intend to completely lift as much as I can learn from other people. Okay, so hang on, what was this now? So our podcast says, I'm interested in snapping Python G screenshot utility. Well, this is a very different kind of snap that I'm going to be making this evening. It's called a content snap. So it's a snap designed to expose assets to other snaps. So unfortunately, our podcast, this is going to be of little to no use to you whatsoever. But I did write a little bit of Python recently. In fact, you're familiar with it. It's my little live chat redirector thing. And I was going to do a stream about snapping that and making a Docker of that and comparing the two. So maybe that one will be of interest to you. Oh, the screenshot thing for Hotshot Racing. I see. Okay, right. I get it. Right then. So let's just take a look. I have got this. So this is my initial reference material. Ken Van Dyne, who now leads the desktop team at Canonical, sent this to me a while ago, as this is an example snap of a GTK theme that, when the feature is available, can be automatically installed on demand based on your theme preferences. So this is where I've grokked the name from, the GTK-theme-name of thing. And this is nice and easy because they basically downloaded a tarball. Now, I don't have a tarball, so I'm in two minds how to go about this. I may go and grab a deb out of the Ubuntu archive and dump that deb into the snap in order to get access to the assets, which is probably the easiest way to go. And maybe I'll start there because it's easy. Or the other way I could do this is by hooking up the Git repository to the Yaru theme itself and building the Yaru theme, and then only keeping the bits that I need for the GTK themes. Now, this is just the GTK themes, but there is, I saw there was a couple of other snaps that I was looking at as reference. So this is the common themes, which is currently how the popular GTK themes are made available, so that you have a good chance of getting a themed application. And I did contribute to this. I did the work in here for Manjaro and Ubuntu Mate. You might be wondering, why the heck was I doing something for Manjaro? Well, that's because Phil, who leads Manjaro, is a friend of mine, and we became friends when he joined us at a Snapcraft Summit a couple of years ago, and it was a Friday afternoon project. We added the Manjaro themes to this. So here we've got an example of Yaru being built from source. So, ooh, actually, that's remarkably close to what I need to do. This could have got a whole lot easier, because basically That's the snippet I want. And then I change this branch here. Well now, that's very interesting. What's this split GTK theme business here? This, I don't know what this is. Okay, well, that's an interesting discovery. I was just looking here, but this is how I did it for Ubuntu Mate in the past. I dumped the deb of the theme for Ubuntu Mate, and then did some stuff to shunt it around. Hello, hang on a minute. We've got this split GTK theme again here, and I used this. Okay, so clearly something that I've forgotten. So let's have a look. Need to learn about snapping Python stuff. Yeah, okay, Yannick, I can help with that. I've snapped a few Python things. Hello, Ianagogo. Ianagogo. Is that how we do that? Yannick, if you look up on GitHub, there's a GitHub org for the Ubuntu podcast, and in there you'll find Pod Publish, which is the tool that I wrote to automatically publish our podcasts to WordPress and YouTube, and it does the audio and video encoding and all of that stuff. But that's a snap. It's only available as a snap. So there's a snapcraft YAML in there for what is a moderate Python application. It's got quite a number of dependencies. So yeah, take a look at that. It might prove a useful reference. So what have we got here? France Helder. Yeah, Mate 126 is edging closer. You will have probably seen the 1.25 development snapshot releases being made and going out about the place. I have done no work to package Mate 125, what will become 126, in Debian, and I probably won't do that until the summer. Thank you very much for the follow. And that's because Debian is in deep freeze at the moment, ahead of their next release, which is due in September. So I like to do all of my development for Ubuntu in Debian and collaborate with the Debian team there. And now's not a good time to introduce a new major version. So I'll probably be focusing my attention elsewhere in the next cycle for Ubuntu Mate, and then hopefully we'll be able to nip in at the 11th hour and uplift to a new version of the Mate desktop in what will it be, 2110, October time, end of October time. So you couldn't, well, so make sure, so DJ Razor, you were asking about the brand assets. If you check out the Git repository, you know, Git clone, that should work fine. If you were just right clicking them within the GitHub website, it will just feed you up HTML files. It won't give you the raw images, which is probably why you can't open them. Or you can, you know, use the GitHub UI to say, show me the raw version of this file, and it'll give you the XML for the SVGs. But otherwise it will give you a web page with when it won't work. Okay, so that's what I've done before. That's, oh, and here we go. Here's the icon theme. That's interesting. So I've actually got some prior art that I've done myself here, although I don't recall doing it. And here we go. This was the stuff I did for Manjaro. And again, here's this split GTK theme business again. So that must be a part of this. So I'll have to go and look where that script comes from. So the other thing you can do, hang on, DJ Razor, let me just point you at something that might help. Here we go. So we were in Ubuntu Mate, and it was brand and artwork. So one way you can get these things nice and easily, if you're not familiar with Git, is where it says code. Instead of doing all of this, you can just click here and it will download a zip file, which is the current state of the master repository. So you can just download that, unpack it, and everything will be inside. Hopefully that's a bit easier for you. Right. I suppose I should get started, but you know, I've got a beer and everything now. It's quite comfy. It's warm again here. It's warm again in the UK today. So the other one I found was, I was looking in the Snap store. There's quite a number of GTK themes in the Snap store. I don't know if you've gone looking. I was surprised at how many there are. So here's another one. Orchis theme. And it defines the GTK2 assets, the GTK3 assets. Hello Pro Gamer, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by again. I see there's a few people here. If you're new here, do say hello. We're a friendly crowd. It's nice to see the new people stopping by and old friends returning. So again, here's this split theme. So I imagine that is responsible for doing this, because this location it's citing here, all of these themes were in common, were using what I consider to be an unusual path for the GTK2 pieces. So I imagine that must be what that is doing. So snapcraft stage, where's that coming from? Let's go and have a look. Not there. Split GTK theme. Here we go. So, oh, okay. Right, and that's in the utils directory. And how does it know to reference that in the utils directory? Snapcraft. Make that. Install the theme. Snapcraft stage. Oh, because it's in the staging area. But it says utils. So, here we go. After utils. Okay, so the theme is built after this source part, and this source part provides the necessary tools. Okay, so let's go and hello Monica, welcome back. How are you today? So that's all looking good. And snapcraft stage update icon cache. Good, good, glad to hear it. So let's just take a look at this one. And so again, we've got this utils, and here we've got these two files. So that's clearly like a pattern that people are mimicking, including those two files. So I tell you what, let's go and do this. Let's start by creating a utils directory. In fact, let's overshot. Let's stay in there. Let's do that. Let's go back to where these were. And we've got a raw image. I think that will be the raw version. Yeah, so cancel that and copy that link. So let's wget that to update icon cache.sh. Okay, there it is. So let's make that executable. So we've totally stolen that bit of code. That's how open source works, everybody. Nice bit of reuse. The best kind of I'm not actually about to sound the best kind of open source developer, because I'm not. There are far more talented people than me, but the best developers are the ones that don't write any code. Go and find existing code. So if you find yourself endlessly writing code and reinventing the wheel, you are doing it wrong. Right then, let's take this split GTK. There we go. So let's just check that that's fine. It is ASCII. Cat that. That's what I expect it to be. There we go. Right then. Hello, the Unwise Geek. Welcome back. Right then. What GTK theme am I using right now? Is that the question, Franz Helder? Is just check. You're asking what theme I'm using at the moment. And if you can confirm that, I'll answer your question. Right. So, I'm very well. It's warm. It's very warm. The windows are open. You know what? I think I might have made a bit of a mistake with my recent workstation construction, because I now realise it's going to be intolerable during the summer. So I may have to give that some thought. Okay, Franz Helder. I'm currently using the Yaru MATE theme, which is the new theme for Ubuntu Mate 2104, which is due for release at the end of April. And it is this theme that I'm going to package as a snap, so that it doesn't matter whether you're running snapped applications or debs, you will get the same theme for all your applications. Yeah, it was great in the winter. When it was cold, it was great. But now having a 1000-watt power supply right next to me is, I think I've made a mistake. Yeah, copy and pasting from Stack Overflow. At least I'm copying and pasting from GitLab. You know what? It's just warm. It doesn't matter what your unit of measure is. It is warm. Hey, Big Pod, how you doing? I'm not saying I'm going to give it away. I'm going to say I might have to re-engineer the power supply and cooling solution, and maybe get stuff off the top of the shelf over here and actually put the thing on the top of the shelf so the heat is already up there. So yeah, I might have to get creative about where I put this thing. I've got so much stuff.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to BigPod98.
Well, that was very kind, anonymous gifter. Thank you for that. I'm sure Big Pod's very pleased with that. That means you won't have to watch any adverts. I can't control all of the adverts you get to see, unfortunately. I've tried to minimize that as best as I can. But if you're subbed, then that goes away apparently, which I didn't realize. Right then, so we've got that much. So let's do this. Let's get this. So we're going to call this. This is the snapcraft YAML. Oops, snapcraft YAML itself. So let's do this. Okay, so the name is going to be GTK theme Yaru MATE. I'll stick with Core 18 for no other reason than that's what I've seen everyone else using for the moment. I'll just make this Git for the moment, but we'll change that later. So we will say Yaru MATE is the default theme for Ubuntu Mate 2104 and newer. Let's just correct the typos there. So I don't have any ad blocker because being well I pay these days where I can, because like you say, I mean, I don't put myself in the category of content creator, just a nerd doing I'm going to be doing this stuff anyway, so I do it here, so hopefully we can learn something together. Mate, GTK, and aspirationally icon themes. That's what I think that's going to become. So we're going to aspirationally shoot for stable, and I don't recall actually. Oh gosh, that's an unusual collection of characters that rolled off the keyboard there. Right, let's just go and take a look at one of these again. I assume that they're going to be strict. Hello, Minfats. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome. It's a name I've not seen before. How did you find us? Let us know. It's always good to know how people, you know, stumble into this stuff. Right. Where was I? I was going to look to see. Oh, I'm in the wrong virtual screen. There we go. So, confinement strict. Okay, well that makes sense. So, we might as well do this. Although I think those paths are going to be... Those paths are going to be different, aren't they? Well, I'm going to mostly copy this one because this is the reference that I was going to use. So let's just get that in there. So I don't even know if we need to split this. So user share themes, it will be Yaru MATE light and Yaru MATE dark. Those will be the themes that we have. Oh, why did I make that so hard for myself? Why didn't I just take both those lines? There we go. This doesn't feel the same. Okay, so you're familiar with all the Linux stuff. Good, good. Yeah, I try to turn the adverts down as low as you can, but increasingly there are mandatory things. In fact, I don't even think I can prevent the mid-roll. I mean, you tell me. Those of you that are watching, have you seen mid-roll ads on this channel? I mean, I don't know. But I think that that's now enabled, and I have no say over it. You've not seen mid-rolls. Ah, but Monica, if you're subscribed, you wouldn't. I don't know if you are subscribed or not. Did somebody gift you a sub? I can't remember. Yeah. Ah, so that was why you subscribed, right? Yeah. And I didn't know that until thanks, John. I didn't know that until somebody explained that was why they subscribed to channels, was to basically stop the ads. I didn't know that was a thing. So there are our slots. So let's just, we've got the slots and we don't have a source part yet. So let's go and grab this. So that stages and organises. See, this was made by James Henstridge, who's rather clever, so I wonder if he's sidestepped the need for those scripts by doing this clever organised step here. Well, let's take that. And oops. We'll keep that as a part. So we'll actually have to. So he was dumping that. So actually, let's go and do the original trick of hoovering up a deb. So if we go to Launchpad, in fact.
Community Time gifted a tier 1 sub to the Unwise Geek. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
Well, there we go. Bella told us everything we needed to know. I think it's fair to say Monica loves her husband. Thank you, Monica. It's very good of you. Well, it's imprinted in the internet forever now. It can never be denied, right? I'll upload this to YouTube so it never goes away, Monica, and give you a timestamp. Maybe you can write that in the anniversary card as a reminder. Right. Hi, it's Anise. How you doing? No ads in the emotes. Yeah, I didn't realise how popular the emotes were on Twitch, I have to say. Right, my beer's evaporating, so I'm going to have to sort that out. So let's just go to Ubuntu packages, Ubuntu Mate themes. That's not the one we want. We'll take this one. And we'll grab it from that there German. Oh, if I didn't want to do that, so copy that link. So we're not going to, because this isn't in the archive, so I'm grabbing this from somewhere else. So we'll grab that, and then we say user share, so share themes, and we will say Yaru Mate dash star. Think that'll work. Who knows? Who knows? Hey TC, how you doing? Welcome back. Yeah, not bad. I'm just melting a bit. In fact, let's solve the melting. Let's push a button whilst we're here. Let's solve the melting whilst we go to this screen. Oh, I didn't leave much space there. Sorry if I've just wobbled the cameras. Right. I don't know how much the AI noise suppression masked that. Yeah, it seems to mask my clicky clacky keyboard quite well though. Oh, hello. What's going on here? I'm just seeing. Sorry. Okay, some friends have an IT problem that sounds serious. I will reply to that momentarily. So this could be a short stream. let's hope that resolves itself. I'll just ping a message back in a moment. Right, so that's beer organised. We can get rid of that. There we go. And then oh no, we want this one, don't we? There we go. Right then. Right, okay. Yeah, we can hope, can't we? So I tell you what, I'll do this next bit in a terminal. I think that's the right one. Yeah, it is, yeah. So we'll run snapcraft, and I'm going to use LexD rather than multipass. LexD has thin provisioning, so I get access to all the cores and stuff, as opposed to multipass, which is a full virtualized environment. This is an actual container, so it's much quicker. So I always build inside LexD. So we'll spark up this container, and this will build, or at least attempt to build, my snap. No idea if it's going to work, of course. Now, how do I test this? Can I test this locally without having to start VMs? Yes, I can. I can... What app can I run? Something. Can run an app and see if this works. Okay. Yes, in fact, so TC asks that they assume that this will work on 2004. I hope so, because that's what I'm running. So I might be running the latest version of the Yaru MATE theme, but I haven't upgraded this machine yet for reasons, although those reasons as of last week don't exist anymore. So there's a bit of kit. In fact, it's the capture card that I used for hooking up all the cameras. It's a quad port capture card, and up until last week that only supported kernel 5.7 or older. So I wasn't able to upgrade to anything newer. So now I can. So I'll oh, of course, it's not a Git repository. So I've now, you may have seen that when I ran this, I included a debug flag on the end of the snapcraft command, which means if snapcraft fails, it leaves me inside the container. So I can do a couple of things. If I just cat project snapcraft YAML, that is my snapcraft YAML. So just pay attention here where I've got this bit that says version git. So I'm going to go back to my code editor, which is obviously outside of the container. Sorry, wrong virtual screen. And I'll just change that to 0 and save that. Now I'm going to go back to my container and I'm going to cat that file again, and you will notice the version is 0. So Snapcraft does all this funky stuff where it exposes the assets from outside the container, inside the container, so you can, you know, iterate them. So now I can just run Snapcraft. I don't need... The version property doesn't seem to match the required skit. Oh, okay. So I'll now, just to prove the point, I'll edit the YAML from within. Oh no, yeah, no. Okay, right then, we've done a few of these straw polls in the stream before. There's enough people in here for this to be statistically meaningful. Nano or Vim, go. Let me know in the chat. Oh, this is brilliant. I mean, really good, really good. Oh, wonderful. Thanks for joining in, Mindy and Minfats. That's great. I love it. Right then, yeah. I mean, I love Nano. I'll explain why Nano in a moment, because I used to have people stand behind me. I'm a very good TC Gold Star. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I could just go to back to VS Code there. Oh, not parts, project. So I just need to put quotes around that thing. Let's try again. Okay, I think that's going to do something. So, the unwise geek, you have the right answer. The reason I use Nano is because of Pico. Way back when was first introduced to Unix, we used Pine for our email, which that wasn't an option. That was the mail platform on the Unixware stuff that we had at the time. Oh, not in the hang on a minute, what's going on here? Ooh, I've got stuck in a container. That's unfortunate. We'll just tuck that one away for now. And so I got very familiar with Pico. Oh, that's an empty snap right there. Do you see that? Look at that. That's a 4K snap. That is undoubtedly entirely empty. Why is that? I didn't stage anything. So I probably need to look at that. Now I can prove it's prove it's empty. We'll unsquash -L the snap, and we'll pipe that through less because it's just a squash fs file, a snap. There we go. There's just the snap YAML metadata inside it. Anyway, yeah, because of Pine and Pico, I became super familiar with Pico, and that's it. My muscle memory and brain were set for life, and when Pico entered its licensing, you know, its difficult teenage years with licensing, and Nano emerged, that was it. Nano ever since. And in fact, when I installed Nano, I don't know if you saw, but it actually still creates symlinks to Pico to this day. Mutt. Oh, Mutt's a bit too modern. Right then, so what have I missed? I've not actually staged anything. I've got parts. Oh yeah. I am missing. Oh no, here's a stage part. Okay. It's annoying that that has died, because that's the very terminal I want now. So why? Oh, I know why. I think because... Oh, it's organised those things to share, but stage that might fix it. Let's find out. Right, let's grab you, rebuild that, see if we get snap with stuff inside it, and let's make that font a bit bigger so people can see what's going on. Right. Monica, you're so funny. That doesn't look any better, does it? Oh no, there we go, 2.6 meg. That's now significantly better. So if we look inside there, there we go. So I've got ambient and all the rest of it. So I don't need all of that in there, because we don't need the ambient stuff, because that is in the common themes. We just need the light and dark ones. So we will now go and strip some of that out, which we'll do here. Which we'll do here, and we will say in the prime being the things that actually get included in the final snap, we'll say remove. Let me just go and look at that unsquash, what's it called, GTK, right through that. So where is it? It's actually in user share. I feel like this is the wrong place. So, well, let's get rid of user share. And we'll also get rid of Radiant. Okay. So let's rebuild that. Rebuild that. Okay. Yeah, I remember when when it always used to be, well, Vi is available everywhere. Well, everything's available everywhere now. Those days where I used to have to install editors off of actual tape drives are long since behind me, and the misery of CPIO. Right. So if we unsquash that and take a look at it now. Oh, we've got ambient mate, so that needs to be... In fact, no, that can't be that. That has to be that. So save that. That should be quite quick, because once the container's built now, you know, actually moving the theme files around is quite brisk. So let's take a look inside there again. And now we've got, there we go, Yaru Mate Dark with everything that makes up Yaru Mate Dark. I'm not convinced it's in the right spot, but it is all there. Oh, in fact, that's interesting. So we got that picks up the GTK4 stuff as well. Okay. Well, let's try and think of something that is a snap. Oh, I know. So if I do snap run, have I still got it installed? This could be dangerous. Yes, there we go. So this is Spot, which is a Spotify client, native GTK Spotify client. So let's give that a... If I get this right, it should work. I'm pretty convinced this is not going to work. But if we install that... yes, of course. Need dangerous. Didn't come from the store, so there's no signed packages here. Well, there we go, Monica. Professional indeed. So clearly this isn't right, because this is still unthemed. So whatever my theme is supposed to do doesn't work, which is a bit shame. So let's start with doing what was in these other themes, which was that one. And what did we have? So this is what we've based it on. Stage. The organized stuff. Why is that not working? Because it's not in share. So do I need to organize that to share? I think that's the issue. I think that's the issue, is that there is an expectation that these things are in this place. Okay. And let's just go and check our plugs follow this convention of snap share. So they do. But they're different, right? So let's they like this arrangement, so let's share GTK2 name of theme. So let's do it the same as that. So share GTK, was it just GTK2? So there we go. Let's just go and check that. Yeah, GTK2 name of theme. So snap share. Snap share, okay. And then share themes for the GTK3 variants. What do we do about GTK4? I've got GTK4 stuff now. Right, so let's put the utils in as well. So we ripped that stuff off earlier. So let's put that in our YAML. And I do believe the other thing that it said was to do this piece after utils. I'm not a fan of that arrangement. Do it that way. Right then. Corebird. What's Corebird? It's Anise. Right then. So after utils, do that. A Twitter client. Huh, interesting. I thought Twitter had sort of constrained their API access to make like third-party clients all but, you know, unusable. I've just seen actually we can make this better. Instead of excluding, we could just include. Just include what we want. Let's be explicit. Okay. So let's go and take a look at this example. Oops. So there you go for plugin nil. They check out some Git stuff. That's fine. Okay, so let's take that part of which we won't need, and let's take that. So let's take all of that and copy that into, I think we can get rid of all of this. So we override build. We're not going to do that because we don't have that. We're going to make the snapcraft part install K. So okay, share themes. We're going to what the heck is /install? Where did that come from? We won't do that bit. And then we're going to split the themes and then stage that. Let's see what happens. Column line 42. What have I done? Oh. Okay. Yeah, kind of crippled. Yeah, it's a shame. Does anyone really want to run a snap outside of Ubuntu? Yes, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of snaps that are extremely popular on a lot of distributions. Mostly those that are published by big name vendors. So for example, Spotify, the current version, the new versions of Spotify are only available as a snap. Now that's a recent occurrence, but the Spotify snap has been extremely popular on lots of Linuxes for a long time. So, oh, I've ended up with a 4K snap again, haven't I? Bother. So I definitely don't want that line. I know that that's pointless. So I'm going to grab that and do what with it? Do split install. Oh, actually, where is this? Where is that coming from? Let's go and have a look in this here. I'll go and look back at how this was done in the snap. So when I did this before, I did these things, move there. We'll just steal that line there. That's clearly the equivalent thing. So what are we doing? Moving everything in the themes directory. So actually we can be specific here. We can say Yaru MATE star. There we go. So let's try that again. So yeah, the Spotify snap has always been maintained by Spotify. Popey and I had, oh, it's a long time ago now, what, 2017? Had several video calls with them, got their team on the phone, explained the process to them, and in fact it wasn't even explaining the process. They actually had some difficulty delivering Spotify on Linux because of very specific versions of FFmpeg that they needed, and of course the distributions keep marching forward and that isn't what they wanted, so the snap actually solved a genuine problem for them. So yeah, they've always published the snap, and that's true for any of the big vendors, because we make sure not to infringe on anyone's brand guidelines and stuff like that. So, let's have a look at the, I say we, there we go. So now it's share GTK 2 and it's got the GTK 2 assets in it, and then there is the GTK 3 assets there. So I think what we'll do is we'll just improve this, given that we know there is also GTK 4 inside there as well. So we'll rebuild that. Snaps of bloatware. Oh, so few things. First of all, hello Ferren. Thanks for coming back. And Luke, I'm not going to reveal your association with Snaps, you splitter. But welcome back. Also, I see I looked earlier and it hadn't been approved, but I see the grumpy emote has now been enabled by the Twitch staff. Hello Linux Paul, there we go. Luke has just proven that that emote now is available. Since Wimpy, well, Wimpy, have you ever played Carlson? No, I don't know what that is. What is it? So if we just look through here, there we go. There's our GTK 4 stuff. So snap install that. Let's see if this works. Nothing to see. Well, that didn't work. I wonder what I'm doing wrong. I need to connect interfaces, don't I? Snap connections, GTK, theme, Yaru. Don't I need to, there. Don't I need to snap connect? Oh, actually, the way things are at the moment, it's more complicated than that, isn't it? Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. I remember something about this. I do believe the current state of things is that it needs to be manually connected, doesn't it? So what do they say here? For to connect the theme to an app, run that. Okay, well, let's just try this for one at the moment. Okay. And our theme, our other snap at the moment is Spot. So, Spot. And our other theme is GTK theme Yaru MATE. I'm not in a virtual machine this evening. Okay. Holy cow, it works. There we go. So we now have our application themed. There it is. So I do believe, I don't know if this works, but let's, because I know some of this stuff is due to land soon. So I don't know how much of this is wired up. But if I switch to the light theme, yeah, okay. So it doesn't change on the fly at the moment. So if I close that and run it again. Oh. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. I wonder if... I've definitely switched the theme, haven't I? I'm looking around. There's lots of pale colours everywhere. Okay, let me just get back to... let me just get back. It's so back to Carlson. It's the 20th most wishlisted game. Wishlist Carlson. Okay. What is it though? What kind of game is it? Sorry, Farron, I'm not very good at following these highlights. I'll get better at that. It's I tend to look at this composited scene. I'll have to include some of the bots or something in the composited version. Right, okay, let's just get there. Oh, it's a decent parkour game. Okay, interesting. Geek question. If Spot was the name of pet, what pet would it be? Might it be a dog? Probably. With a spot. For next time subject, you have a GeForce GPU pass through for Windows Virtual Machine Beta. No, I don't. Yes, a dog. A dog. All dogs in the UK are called Spot. Right. I don't have a GPU that supports the pass-through stuff. So, and I'm not particularly interested in that anyway. I have to say. Yeah, this is, you know, I use desktop Linux, and I'm too lazy to boot into another operating system to play a game. So if a game doesn't work in Linux, there are thousands of other games that do, and I will just play one of those instead. Yeah, but I've only got one GPU, Big Pod, so then I'm scuppered, right? I can't get another GPU in the system, or everything is occupied. So yes, it would work, except I can't. What I want to do is partitioning. You know, the only thing that interests me is, what is it, SRV something or other. I forget the acronym. What I'd like to do is expose a portion of my GPU to a Windows virtual machine. That would be interesting. No, well, this is also true. You cannot buy any GPUs now. And also some of the things, yeah, SRIOV, that's the one. Thanks, Big Pod. And also you can expose some of these capabilities. So let me just... This is how I got the performance back that we were using for the game nights recently. So let's just... is everyone getting a nice suntan off that light theme there? GitHub NVIDIA. So here we go. So 2 of the restrictions can be removed with this. This will binary patch your NVIDIA drivers on Linux and remove the NVENC and NV frame buffer copy limitations. And that capability is now built into the snap of OBS, so it can pick frames directly off the GPU, not passing through any of the graphics layers, just mem copy direct off the GPU RAM. Ha, you drink mate every day. So hang on a minute, I just, because I saw mate in the title. Right, okay, so I'll explain what the connection to mate is. I'm the lead of a project called Ubuntu Mate, which is a Linux operating system which uses the Mate desktop environment. So the thing that's displaying these windows here, for example. And that project was created by an Argentinian, and he decided to call the whole project Mate. So that's why I have mate in the title of this stream. And I also drink mate as well. My friends in South America occasionally send me some in the post. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yes, that would be a good one, Monica. I was trying to think of like interesting things. You're welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not even going to have a go at pronouncing your. Is it Alex? Alex, is that how I'm pronouncing that? Oh, you're Argentinian, so that's why you drink mate every day. But of course, yes. Yeah, one of my good friends is in Argentina, and he sends. I can't remember the brand, but he sends me mate every few months. So yes, so this is handy. This will patch your NVIDIA drivers, and there's also patches in here for Windows as well. Although I've never tried those, obviously. So there we go. So some of the capabilities can be, you know, patched out. Thanks for the follow. Right, let's just switch. I can't cope with this light theme. I feel like I'm getting a suntan off that. So let's switch that back to this. So we had some success in that the dark theme worked, but the light theme didn't. So why is that? In fact, we can actually put a more meaningful version number in there. Have I spelt this wrong? Share GTK. Let's have a look inside the snap and see what we've got here. So GTK Yaru. Let's keep these orders alphabetical. That's gonna mess with my head. Okay. So we've got dark and GTK2 light is definitely there. And then we look at themes, and there's the dark variation and a light variation. I wonder why that doesn't work, because this other snap that we looked at. Yes, you may ask an unrelated question. Now, I'll just catch up with some of the messages in chat here. Can you pass GTK theme? That's a good idea, Ferren. I will try that in just a moment. I find the light theme has better contrast. Yeah, I do like it. I just don't. Well, anyone watching this on the big screen, I'm pretty sure they would have been getting a nice suntan off the white screen there. I find the light has, yeah, okay. Let's have a look. Unrelated question. What does the Vox Populi say about Argentina there, given the rough past between our two nations? Oh, that's ancient history. Yeah, I mean, that's long forgotten. Well, not forgotten, but, you know, yeah, it's not relevant these days. It's an East TikTok when. Well, I used to be quite the ballroom dancer, but I'll not be making any TikTok dance videos anytime soon, if that's what you're asking. Right, let's just look at these, make sure we didn't miss anything. What's this here? To connect all the themes to all the apps, do this. Okay, but that is just saying okay, for everything in Snap Connections. I'm not sure that's the right command, but okay, I understand what it's doing. Okay, well, why did that not work? Why did that not work? It's a little bit sad, isn't it? So let's try Farron's idea. Let's run n GTK theme equals Yaru Mate light spot. That works just fine. So it can find the assets, and we could do dark, right? 'Cause there it is. So it's finding the assets. So I think it's something about the environment not being passed through properly. I think this is a good starter for 10. No, I don't think so, Farron. No. I mean, if it did, I wouldn't be seeing everything else in a dark. So you can just see this one window, but I'm looking at multiple screens and I see the theme, you know, changed everywhere. It's correct. Like if I start something I've not run today, let's find a native GTK app that I have not run today. The actual document viewer, which I don't have a document to open in, but there we go. That's just opened absolutely fine. Snapping Hannah Montana GTK thing. No, not for me. You can do that one, Yannick. There you go. That's yours now. You're welcome. So you can suffix it with dark for the GTK Wimpy. So you're saying I can do that, which I won't. Well, that didn't like that, did it? Sorry, I'm gonna actually have to look at your actual comment rather than what's being rendered. No, indeed, I do not. Oh, yeah, there's not. Well, there is, but we don't ship it. So there is a theme just called Yaru Mate, which is the dark light variation, but we don't ship that. We're just shipping dark and light, and they do reference each other. So if you flip the dark theme preference, even if you've got the light theme, you will get the dark variation for that app. So like media players and things like that, which have that option in them sometimes. That does work. Well, on the whole, I think this is working. So let's have a look and see if we can learn anything from any of the others as to what I might be missing. But I'm tempted to get that checked in, and so they've got icons in a separate snap, whereas the common themes have everything together. So if we look at the Yaru thing, so this was Yaru built from source. Oh, it bundles the icons. Oh, it stages the icons. And it updates the icon cache. Okay. Let's just look down here. So that's the same thing that we found before. Default cursor theme. Oh, actually there's a bunch of stuff we could so we probably, I wonder if we can get away. I'm going to have to speak to some of the people on the desktop team, because I don't know if I should or can put, well, I'm not going to put the sound theme in because I don't need that in there, but if the icon theme should go in this GTK theme or if it should be separate. Looks like it might need to be separate, judging by what others have done before. Yeah, I understand, Ferren. So if you've got a base theme name, you can suffix it with :dark to express that you want the dark variation. I wasn't aware of that, actually. That's kind of nice. Okay, so let's what's this? Themes extras, we don't need that. Version script, we don't need that. So they adopting from the version script. Yeah, okay. Well, I think I've got the basics of this. So I wonder if there's any, are there any other plugs that this has got connected that might be interacting with the desktop to figure out. Just looking through here to see if there's any interfaces defined, like the desktop or G settings or anything like that. There is not. Well, I'm going to assume that this is kind of done. So let's think about this. What do I need to do next? I need to create somewhere to put it. So let's create a new project called GTK theme Yaru MATE snap. I can actually just use the same words here. Let's actually drop that. I've heard this song before. Hang on a minute. Let me just, I got a feeling like the same songs are looping around here. Just going to hit next. In fact, I'm going to hit next on the Stream Deck because I've got that control now. Let's see what happens there. Okay. Snap of the Yaru MATE GTK theme. So that's what we're going to put in the GitHub project. So the music that I use in my streams is from Stream Beats, which you'll find in all of the places where music is online. And that's, don't find it at Stream Beats, you'll find it under the name Harris Heller. And he is a streamer and a musician, and he set up a company to make all of this music available, and he extends a license to you freely. So it's on the website, you can just download it. So, and they've done all of the work with all of the big platforms, so YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and Facebook and so on and so on. to basically get their fingerprint for their music all recognized as copyright and royalty free. So it's pretty amazing what they're doing. So they guarantee, well, they say that you won't get a strike, but if they do, they'll defend you, help defend you, which is pretty great. So I've been using them ever since they've been a thing, and I had used some other royalty-free, copyright-free music sources prior to that, and some of my videos have had content ID and what have you strikes on them. I don't need a README. Choose a license. Well, this is just the packaging, so right then. Oh, I didn't think that through, did I? Okay. Oops. What are we doing here? What are we looking for? It's this. Yeah, I'm not sure that. Well, part of the reason I have the stream beat stuff is for my own amusement and entertainment. You know, I like to have something on in the background to listen to. But hopefully it fills a bit of the dead air. Like just then, I was just thinking about what I was doing. I wasn't chatting, and hopefully the music fills a bit of that. You know, dead silence. You know, clackety keyboard. Well, in fact, you don't even get that now. Hopefully, because of the noise rejection that I've set up. Right, let's see how we do here. What have I done? Wrong directory. There we go. So rm in fact co. Not the first time I've done that, clearly. Oh, draft even. There we go. So that is the initial thing. So whilst I'm here, let's just rebuild that snap. Because let's get something in the store, so at least we have something rather than nothing. I think these sessions feel a lot like working together. I'm using the quiet moments to look. Yeah, so I've said this many times before, but part of the reason I'm doing this is hopefully somebody learns something, and that somebody is sometimes me. Like last night, I think we all learned a few things last night. It was really good. And also the collaboration on last night's stream was amazing. I wouldn't have got through all of that stuff. And in fact, as a follow-on, I know Andy had raised a bunch of bugs that I mentioned. I think all but one of those bugs have been closed now by the Yaru team. So there is a newer version of Yaru in their Git master for Mate, which has got all but one of the bugs that he filed fixed, which is just terrific. Okay, well, that's good. So this is, yeah, this is, I mean, the YAMLs, I've not explained what I've been doing here, and this is a very specific kind of snap, which are few and far between. It's a content snap, which is about sharing assets between snaps. That's the purpose of a content snap. So this stuff isn't typical in a snap, but the parts, the source parts, the thing that the ingredients of your snap, this is common. So we have two source parts, but then what we don't have here, because it's a content snap, is we don't have an apps stanza. And in a snap that's an application, you have the apps stanza to define what permissions the snap needs to execute and where it can find its binaries, and you know, a whole bunch of other, you know, if it's a daemon, how does that get, you know, forked and all the rest of it. So I think there we go. So we've now got a newer version of the snap, so we can get rid of that because that is now boring. And I think what we can also do is we can actually do something a little bit more interesting, because we've now got that, which is 2001.4.5. So I think if I remember correctly, it's snapcraft project version, which we can embed in there. And hopefully this will still build. So it now means that's kind of templated, that you know, I can set the version at the top of the script. So when we release the new version of the Yaru MATE deb, we can increment that version number and this will automatically build from that new version of the deb. There we go. So that's worked. So what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that this is clean. So we've got the GTK2 stuff and we've got the GTK3 stuff. Oh, so actually that would be fun. We did snap connect. So I don't know if I've still got this installed. Let's just snap run. No, let's snap install hex chat. So hex chat is an IRC client, and I think I'm right in saying it's still GTK2. So we'll install that and see if we can connect the GTK theme to it and see if that works. Chug, chug, chug. Come on then. It's a bit chunky. It seems quite big. So let's just snap run hex chat. There it is. It looks like OS2, so that's fine. So now we'll do snap connect GTK2. So hex chat. I've no idea if this is meant to work. We'll just find out. Do that. There is no plug named GTK2. Oh, okay. So the hex chat snap doesn't actually say that it wants any content interfaces. I can't test that. That's a shame. So Don M, you still use hex chat. That's I did use that in the recent past with ZNC as my bouncer, but for some years now I've been using IRC Cloud. I love it. I mean, my interactions on IRC are definitely diminishing. There are other places where I'm, more busy in terms of chat, but IRC Cloud makes it easy to participate. Not easy to say, easy to participate in IRC. And apart from anything, I have it on my tablet and what have you, and those conversations get, you know, reflected everywhere. It's very handy. So I've just exchanged my the price I was paying for my VPS hosting my ZNC bouncer for the cost of a monthly IRC cloud subscription, which I think is about £3. Right, okay, so we've got that. Let's push that up. Oh, I've already pushed, have I? Okay, so that's fine, untracked file. So let's go and check the repo. Go away. Go away, go away. Go away. Am I on the wrong screen? I'm in the wrong screen. There we go. So let's refresh this. There we go. So there's our snap. So what we'll do now is we'll try and fancy this up a little bit. What's one that I've done recently? Oop, in the wrong screen again. Let's CP. Let's take a readme and so what I'm doing here is GTK theme Yaru MATE. Let's just get, in fact, actually, before I do this, let's do snapcraft upload. I think it's changed to upload now. That -- release edge. Let's push that into the store. There it goes. Okay, Don M. So you're following a couple of IRC servers for, you know, your podcast community engagement. Discord. Yeah, I'm rather fortunate in that my new job uses Discord as well for their chat platform. So I only really have to be in like one place now. Mostly, I drop into IRC from time to time. So we've pushed that to the Edge channel. We'll go and look at that in a moment, but for now what we'll do is we'll just go and change all these references and go and get this stuff updated. So these are the badges. Well, are you still here, Luke? Might out you? So we just so dare I say what it is you used to work on? So Luke, who pops in here most evenings whilst he's looking after his young family, used to work at Canonical and was on the, well, technically on the web and design team, but was part of the Snapcraft team with me. and a lot of the website and the back end and the badges and all the rest of it was all down to Luke and One. So that's why he was ribbing me about snaps earlier, because he's heard all the memes about snaps just like I have. So it's the default GTK theme for Ubuntu Mate 2104 and viewer. Don't need any of that stuff. Don't need any of that stuff. Install it from the Snap store. Let's copy that thing there. Yeah. The badges are pretty good. Yeah, they are. Yes, that's true. Those badges can be translated. That's right. They were made with internationalization in mind. So we'll put the extra steps in there. We don't need usage because it isn't an application, and we will say so. Let's just do that. Yaru theme from the upstream project source. There we go. That's basically a README, I think, isn't it? So should we see how that looks? Enable preview. Why am I not seeing a preview? Oh, on the wrong screen. Open a preview. There we go. So that's pretty straightforward, pretty light, but we'll go with that for now. So let's push that up, and well, at least we've got something rather than nothing now. So this will look a little bit more attractive. In fact, because I'm logged into GitHub, there's something you can tell from here, which is I'm using the dark theme, Yaru MATE dark, and it is telling GitHub, it's providing the hints to GitHub to present using their dark theme as well. I can help with the achievements. I was only talking about achievements at work earlier today. So right, there we go. We've done the bare minimum for that page. It's not quite correct yet, but what we can do now is we'll go to snapcraft.io and we'll actually get the store page sorted. So I don't think this is going to display anything. I don't want to. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, apparently that's not right. Okay, let's drag you off here. What's wrong? Oh, of course, that is the wrong email address. Let's just auth over here. Copy the password there and do that. I'm probably going to need to find something that's got what? What's wrong with this? Right, there we go. So now let's go and get the magic number. Right. Hopefully you'll dance into the music whilst I'm just logging in. There we go. Right. So I am logged in. Let's go and take a look at this here. So here is that. Let's think now. Stuart made us a rather spiffing icon. I don't need to see the store. So let's think about this. I need to go to... I'm going to have to hunt around because I can't remember where it is, but it's somewhere in... is it in here? No, I'm developing this theme in my own GitHub. Yaru. Where is this going to be? I think it might be in this icons. Suru. Let's try in here. Places. There it is. That's the icon we're after. I do believe there's personalization. There we go. We don't have a video at the moment. Images, none yet. We'll need to sort that out. Okay, developer website. So let's put that in here. And then I always put in for contact information the issue tracker, so people know where to seek assistance and stuff. License, well, it is other open source because it's going to be a collection, and that should be fine. So this is what the behind the scenes of publishing a snap looks like. So that's just the very, very basics of a store page. We'll go to the builds. And what I'm going to do now is hook this up to GitHub. Oh, this might take a little while because I have many repositories. So select my org, which is Ubuntu Mate. And we'll pick up the repository search. Oh, that didn't work. I'd normally complain at Luke, but he doesn't do any of this stuff anymore. Can I just type it in? GTK theme, Mate snap. Apparently not. I'm not seeing. I didn't want to be taken to a whole new website. Okay, that's not working today. That's a bit sad. I mean, that is the correct account connected. That's fine. What if I do this? Is it gonna? No. Okay. Well, that's sad. So releases, we have the version in the Edge channel, which we'll leave as it is for the moment. I need to change that because that says AMD 64. And we don't want that. We want it to work everywhere. Which I think we do with that there. So let's go and change that. Neglected chat. So I'm going to just go and have a little catch up here. I saw something there. Right, so we talked about the badgets. Okay. Somebody said achievement. Yeah, I think some gamification works well. I want to show you. Right. Yes, Saru. I think I'm saying it. I mean, I'm aware of who Saru is, but I think it's Saru, the icon theme. I think that's how we say it. Snapcraft doesn't have access to the repos. It should do. I mean, I've recently hooked up new stuff. There was a message if you read it. Okay, all right, Luke. I will go back and look at that. Hardest thing is users. Yeah. All right then. Let me go and do that again then. So I was at the build screen and the repo needs a snapcraft YAML. Okay. Well, it does. And it says here, can't list, we were not able to find or access any repos. If you're an admin of the organization, please check the application access policy for Snapcraft. Okay then. Grant access. Come on, you know you want to work. Thank you, Luke. It's always helpful having the developer behind the website or fumbling your way through. So that has picked up the fact that I have a Snapcraft YAML in my GitHub repository now. It has access to my GitHub repository, and if I hit that button there, what will happen now is whenever there is a change on that GitHub repository, it will automatically build the snap and deposit it in the Edge channel for me. So there's some pretty slick CI/CD, well, continuous delivery, not integration so much. But it means that as I iterate on that now, new snaps are just going to turn up in the Edge channel. Right, so we've done the releases bit. Metrics. There will be no metrics because this is a brand new snap registration. Publicize, we've got the badges and all the rest of it, so we're using those already. And settings, I think this should all be, yeah, public, all territories. There we go. So I should be able to see. There it is. It's not pretty, but it is there. So that will, I will improve that store page in time. But that is essentially it. And I think that's as much as I want to do on that particular project today, because it kind of worked. And I'll check in and find out what I've not done correctly with that. And I'll add to the docs and things, but I'm not going to sit here in silence and type a bunch of docs. So, well, that's good. Now, the other thing that happened yesterday is, and if anyone's got any snap questions, then feel free to ask. I'll quite happy to ask some of those. So you need that little bit of additional magic. Maybe I'll update the docs with this bit now, because that seems to be probably. Let's do this. We'll add. We'll just borrow those words. So let's just go into the README. and add. There we go. There we go. So there's the extra magic step that you need. Drop the sudo. There's that, and then I think what we'll do is copy that. Let's just get that checked in. And then we'll update the store page, which now will require me to edit. Let's just get rid of the stuff we do. Oh yeah, we remember when Markdown used to work. It was great. Okay, so install, that doesn't render here, so I think it only does bold now. Oh, here we go, there's the markdown syntax. Let's see, yeah, bold. We don't need that bit. That doesn't work. That's actually 4 spaces, not really like it says. Okay. That should say that. We're in project. Oh, we need that. Okay, I think that will do. So we'll whack save there and hit reload. There we go. There's a little bit more to go on now, at least. I have GTK snaps installed. I just wanted to be the first to download it. Very good. Well, this is good for me. In fact, I wonder if I can demo this. So, I think I can. So, one of the things that's been frustrating me ever since I started working on the Yaru MATE theme is this. So, I have an OBS demo snap, which is what I use to work out the new stuff before I put it into OBS proper. So here it is. This is it running here, and I'm just going to do profile export. Oh, I haven't connected it, so I need to do that. Sudo snap connect. That one, and this will be, let's do OBS demo. Let's also do OBS Studio. I'll do OBS Studio when I'm not streaming, just to be on the safe side. So let's start OBS demo, and now if I do scene export. Oh goodness, go away. Scene export. Huh, okay, that's still not themed correctly. Because that's technically using GTK 2. Okay, well let's do that then. So let's try and do that. see if this works. No. Okay, so I'm now feeling massively disappointed because my things are still well, they're not unthemed, they're just default. Wonder why that is. I need another native app to test with. I know. Let's do. Well, I don't have that installed anymore, so what am I going to choose? Don't know. Oh well. Right. Do I have anything outstanding in this Git repo? Yeah, GIMP is GTK2, but it uses its own like hybrid theme, so it's not a great example for GTK. And also, you need to, in the snap, I think Dan may have done that, but in the snap you need to say, I want to use content interfaces if they're available. Yeah. Well, okay, let's give it a try. Not snap run, snap. Well, I've got glimpse, so I could try that, couldn't I? Let's do snap connections glimpse editor, apparently. Okay, so that has the theme stuff. So it's glimpse dash editor. Oh, is that why that didn't work? Because I commented it out. Hang on a minute. Did I just do a real stupid thing? Yeah, I did, look. I actually executed a commented out command. So let's try this again. Let's try GTK3 first. And missed that. Right, there it is running, and we'll now it's very confusing. 2 instances of OBS, things all over the place. Export, yay! And now my window from the OBS demo snap is now correctly themed. So that's good. So let's try Ferran's idea. Let's see if we can get Glimpse to go. So we'll do the same thing. Did I do it? Did I connect it? I did. Okay, so let's do snap run glimpse editor. Is that on the right screen? Yes, apparently it is. Wow. Okay. Tools, toolbox, file. Where am I going? Thanks for the follow, Jared. Appreciate that. Preferences. This looks like. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, actually, I can already see that this looks different. So, oh my gosh. Interface theme. System. Well, check that schnizzle out. How's that? Ferran. Good idea for testing that. Now we've proven that GTK2 and GTK3 work. So that's just peachy. How do we like that? A little fan says hello. Hello there. He wants us to race again soon. Yeah, soon, definitely. I would really like to try and figure out Trackmania Nations Forever. In that I want to get a fully fledged server going. I think that would be fun. Why is it I owe him? Is it because I once said about him I'd pay him for messing with your setup or something? check the gaming channel on. Okay, yeah, I will have a look in a bit. Right, okay. I think we've got a good degree of success here in that I can at least now use the new theme. I'm a little bit... Let's try shutting this down. And let's set... Oh, hello, what was this? It didn't like... Oh, that's Glimpse itself. So let's change my system theme to Yaru MATE Light, like so. And then snap run Glimpse Editor. Oh, well, check that out. That appears to have done the right thing. Does it not? Is that not a light-themed glimpse? Okay, so GTK2 thing worked. Let's try OBS demo. OBS demo, which should be passing through to GTK3 for native file dialogues only. Huh, okay, that is also the right color. So what was it I ran earlier that was the wrong theme? It was Spot, wasn't it? So snap run Spot. Oh, I wonder if this has got a preference to say use the dark theme. Is this one of those things that will use the dark... you know what? I think it might be that. I think Spot, maybe, because it's a media app, it's doing that. I want to use a dark alternative if there's one available. How do we like the sound of that? Let's think of another snap of a GTK3 application. Anyone think of anything? Right, what was that? GTK debug interactive. Oh, I don't want to call that from inside that terminal there. Yeah, I think it is a dark theme thing. So I want to just pick. Oh, I know. Snap install. Oh, I'd need to connect these. So I have a light theme. Calculator. Let's install GNOME Calculator. And then come on. Go. Running the configure hook. Snap. What was I about to do? Connection. No connections. No, not glimpse. GNOME Calculator. Okay. So snap connect that to GNOME Calculator. And that's all we need, right? Okay, snap run GNOME Calculator. Okay, that's opened over here, and I am pleased to report it is correctly themed with the right color buttons and everything. So we'll close that. We'll change my theme on my system to Yaru Dark and run GNOME Calculator again. And has that appeared on stream? No, it hasn't. It's appeared up here. But check out the good news. It's dark. I think it works. I'll place a bet. What can I bet? I bet this is because Spot is requesting a dark theme. Oh, so GTK Inspector could tell me whether it's... Yeah, okay. So what would you... I'm going to learn something here. So let's have a look. What were you suggesting we do? We do GTK debug interactive. Okay. GTK debug equals interactive and snap run Spot. Okay. GTK Inspector. How do I invoke that? I can't remember. Oh, because GTK isn't enabled with G enable debug. Okay. Yeah, this message here. Look. So there we go. Nice idea. We can't. I think I'm happy. Control Shift R. Is that I? I guess it is. Right, where were we? We don't need that open. Right, I think that's working. I think. Oops, I'm on the wrong screen. What do we think? Do we think that we've proven that that's good to go? I think so. It's a bit of a faff having to connect it to every snap where you want the theme to be present, but that's why I'm doing this work now, so that come the day the theme snaps get automatically connected, this one is ready. I'll tell you what, as I've tested it somewhat lightly, let's do this. Let's go back to here and actually release this. And there we go. So you can see here I made that change and we've now got other architectures turning up. So let's go to back to here, back to the snapcraft YAML. Let's git status, and did I update readme? Add readme. At what point did I? I don't know. I didn't realise I'd. Whoa! That was a bit crazy. So let's just. No. I'm very confused. I didn't think I'd actually pushed that architecture change. I'd already done it. Okay, let's have a look. I'm on the wrong screen again. Yeah. Oh, I know what it is. Silly boy. That was a stale file handle. There we go. There we go. Right, let's try that. So if we add that YAML now, there we go. That's good. So that will work now. So Yannick has the update already. You updated the README, yeah, with the connect commands. Yeah, it was the fact that I saw other architectures turning up there that was a surprise. What we should get now is a single snap for every architecture. So I'm actually going to unpublish those other architecture versions because I don't want them. We won't need them. And So what we'll do is can I remember how to do this? Do I have to do this from the command line like an animal? I thought I might have to. I can close the whole thing. I can close edge. Okay, well let's close the whole thing and we'll let a new one build. And let's build a local one as well, because that will tell me very quickly if I've got the right thing in there. Okay, sorry, I've been neglecting chat a little bit. This is one of those things where my brain starts working and I forget I'm talking to a bunch of people. So you couldn't just apply the ambient mate light check. Well, hang on, let me just read that again. You couldn't just apply. I could actually. You're right. So ambient, the ambient mate themes are discrete. There is not an integrated dark variant, but the ambient mate themes are provided by the GTK common themes, not this snap that I've just made. Right, so we've made a new snap, and there you'll notice actually if I just ls, here's what we had before with the AMD 64 suffix, which we can now get rid of, and we now have this one, which is all architectures. So install that and we're good to go. Apply an incompatible theme, it will go to the appropriate add waiter. So it was a light add waiter when I ran it with an unsupported theme. So I'm I'm pretty happy with the testing we've done that this theme is this snapped theme is working as it needs to, and by having it on Core 18 it also means it will build for i386, which means this will also work on 1604. Yeah, I'm not going to investigate that any further, Farron. I'm satisfied that this is working correctly, working more than well enough. Right. Okay. Let's go and see. We should see that maybe this is building by now. No. Okay. Well, when it builds, I will. In fact, actually, I don't need to wait for it to build. I can cheat. I can do snap upload, snapcraft upload even. Let's stick that in the edge channel. Wonder how much that will confuse the back end, moving from single architecture to multi-architecture. Oh no, seems fine. So let's go and look. Refresh this. There we go. So now you can see, look, we've got this 5 across all of these architectures. So we'll promote that to stable, even though oh right, because these are all okay. That's confusing, isn't it? So I need to close those channels. Why has it done that? There we go. Okay. I'd be interested to know what happens on your machine if you refresh now, Yannick. If you get revision 5, woohoo! Right then. Okay. Well, that's great. That's a thing on the list. I'll have a catch up with a couple of the people on the desktop team tomorrow and see if I'm doing this the right way or the wrong way. I hope it's the right way. And does it still work? Hopefully it should. Great. Can I close these? No. Well, okay. So I need to do some work on the icon theme, which may need to be a separate install. Or maybe I can bundle it. I should probably be able to bundle it. I'll check though, because I don't know how the code is going to work that actually auto connects these things. Was that a pain, Luke, implementing architectural? Right then. I'm tempted to refreshed. Okay, good. Excellent. Well, I tell you what, no, because that's not a snapped thing. Yeah. So I'm thinking I might play a game. I might bust out a little bit of hot shot racing for old time's sake. I might drop off for 5 minutes and come back and play a game. Anyone here who might be interested in playing a game for a little spell? Let's oh, crikey. Oh, you know, when I was running OBS demo, I've chewed up some sockets, so that doesn't work anymore, does it? Oh well, I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Let's do that. There we go. Right, okay. I'm interested. Just wait a few. Okay. Well, look. Let's do this then. I'm going to end this stream here. Thank you everyone for coming. And for those of you that installed it, and also Farron, thanks for your advice. That was helpful. We tried out a few things there. We actually proved it works in the end. And I'll knock it on the head and I'll be back in about 10 minutes. So if you want to play Hot Shot Racing and you have the game, hop into our Discord. You'll find all of those links in the channel description below. It doesn't work quite like YouTube, but you know, on this channel there are panels and one of them says where our Discord is. And we'll see if we can do a bit of multiplayer real-time head-to-head racing. I think we've still got the tools to do that. So I'll say ta-da for now, and I'll see you in a few minutes. And the rest of you, see you in Discord. We'll group up in the on-air channel. I'll see you in a minute. Bye for now.